And we are back with the Kristen Hagopian Show, and I am so delighted to be connecting with our next guest. We all know that dog owners love sneaking food to their pets, and even when I'm visiting my dog owner friends, I love sneaking food to their pets. You know, they're begging for little table scraps and such. But what many people don't know is that what may seem like a fun treat at the time can unfortunately be actually deadly for dogs. Not just they get a sick stomach, whatever. It's deadly. That's not good. A lot of people don't realize that dogs, for as tough as they may be, cannot eat certain human foods. And what we think are innocent table scraps could put your really beloved dog at the vet with some serious illnesses or, God forbid, even worse. Well, Melinda Kirk Stenger, otherwise known as the Canine Caterer, has been cooking for canine cuisine for more than 20 years, and it shows. And she's on a personal and professional mission just to educate pet parents about which human foods are toxic for dogs and which are perfectly safe to help them avoid a tragic mistake. And in her wonderful cookbook, guys, look this up, Paws and Brunch, P-A-W-S, Paws and Brunch. She even dedicated an entire list of toxic foods on one page. Her fantastic cookbook is packed with a collection of her delicious dog treat recipes, and it's absolutely wonderful stuff, inspired by human food like wolf waffles and canine quiche. And she joins us via our Newsmaker line. Melinda, welcome.
Hello, Kristen. How are you?
I am just fine, and I've been looking so forward to having you on the air. To all of our listeners out there, Melinda was kind enough to send a wonderful box full of these fantastic doggy treats to us at the station, and I just sent them to, we've got one producer who is just a dogaholic. When I come back in my next life, I want to be one of Bree's dogs. And she absolutely went bananas. You've got quite a product here. Tell us more about not only your company, but your highly anticipated upcoming canine cookbook, Paws and Brunch. This is adorable.
Well, thank you. I love to cook, and my children have all been four-legged. Thank you. I love to cook, and my children have all been four-legged, so it only made sense for me to start cooking for them. And after finding out about Bella's allergies, she's my rescue dog, and she's allergic to ingredients like wheat, corn, and soy. Those are pretty known allergens now. And that inspired me to create healthy homemade recipes for her and her friends. And one of the ways I did that is through my new culinary canine cookbook called Paws and Brunch. And it's a way to give back to our dogs and their unconditional love. And it's no secret that dogs love food and treats, so why not cook for them and bond in a fun way that creates lasting memories? And planning pet parties with a festive menu is one of my favorite ways to have fun with my own dogs. So I started as a canine caterer planning birthday parties for my dogs, the neighborhood dogs, and then I went to high-end doggy brunches, and I even catered dog weddings. And with every event plan, I create delicious recipes that all dogs love, and they look like you.
Your products are amazing. This is so much fun. So talk to us. I'm in my 50s. I've known people with dogs forever. We had a dog when I was a kid. I don't have a dog now. I have a turtle who is very, very, picky eater as well. But talk to me specifically about dogs. What is it? You talk about table scraps and specific human foods.
Yeah.
We think dogs are tough. They're mammals. They can take whatever we take. But there are certain foods that are genuinely toxic for dogs, like downright poisonous. So
right.
Go into a little more depth on that, if you would.
Okay, so many pet parents have no idea. Pet parents have no idea that the foods that are safe for them can be harmful or even toxic for their furry friends. So most people, I think, know about chocolate. That's a big no-no. But did you know they should never have onions, grapes, raisins, or any food that has xylitol, like prepackaged cookies and muffins, and even gum is toxic? Unfortunately, my friend found this out the hard way when her German Shepherd got a hold of some sugar-free gum and was poisoned by xylitol. Another thing to remember is that dogs should never have added salt or sugar in their food because it creates health issues that can lead to a shorter lifespan, and none of us want that, right?
Oh, my gosh, no.
A long time ago, my previous dogs loved riding in the car with me, and every time I went through the drive-thru, I gave them French fries because I thought it was so cute. But I had no idea that this was a very bad idea, which is why I'm now dedicated to helping as many pet parents as I can avoid my past mistakes.
Now, see, I never would have known that about French fries either. You know, you think to yourself, dogs are big and tough and they can handle anything at any size. So that is really eye-opening. So a lot of people out there have their wonderful, beloved dogs. They love caring for them. They love tending to them. But they never took it that extra step where they thought about cooking specifically for them with, you know, with their own types of foods. They might go for a fancy gourmet dog food, whatever, but they never took it the step that you did. You were tapping into a market that is basically untouched. So talk to me about what inspired you to start cooking for canines, and how did you turn that into your journey to create these now everywhere PetCakes? This is fascinating.
Thank you. Well, I am so dedicated to eating healthy that it only made sense that my dogs eat healthy as well. So when I started researching what was good and bad for dogs, I realized that I've got to help other people understand. But a lot of people think it's complicated and time-consuming to cook for dogs. So I wanted to make it super easy for everyone to celebrate their dogs. So I invented PetCakes. It's the first ever organic microwavable treat for dogs and cats. So these DIY kits make it fast and fun to spoil your fur babies because each kit comes with everything you need, including a reusable bone-shaped pan and a mix. So super simple. Just add water to the mix, pour the batter into the pan, and cook for less than 3 minutes in the microwave, and it's done. And you have a soft, healthy, moist, delicious treat. And our birthday kits even come with a candle. It's so much fun.
That is totally adorable. Now, talk to us about, now you've got a lot of people listening in, and they love your product, and maybe they're interested in doing a little bit of cooking for their own in addition to the great cakes that you offer. Talk to us about, you know, your favorite ways that dog owners can cook for their dogs. You know, they don't have to have a lot of sophisticated cooking experience. They can put something on the stove that makes their dogs absolutely thrilled, and it won't, you know, take a lot of time for them either.
Hey, so if you want to spoil your dogs, and you know that dogs love treats and they love food, so why not cook for them? And you bond in a special way that creates lasting memories. And just seeing them, their tails wagging, and rewarding them with homemade cooked food that you did yourself, it's rewarding for you as it is for them eating it. So one way you can have fun is plan a pet party with some fun cakes with PetCakes, of course. And that's how I started. I was baking birthday cakes for my dogs and, of course, the neighborhood dogs. And then that turned into high-end doggy brunches. And now even I cater dog weddings. And it's so much fun. It's so easy. And the whole family can get involved. And one of my favorite recipes in the cookbook is wolf waffles. And it's rice flour and a little bit of olive oil, and mix it up with an egg, and you use your own waffle maker. And I especially love the heart-shaped waffle maker because, you know, they own my heart.
I love those things too. It's true. What I love, there are so many things I love about this business. And number one, I mean, even more so, you know, we've been 2 years in a pandemic, and there was one prevailing trend that was evident very early on, and it was that when we were all shut up in our houses, and, you know, you've got people here, there, maybe they worked from home, maybe they didn't, but it was a huge, you know, shake-up in our way of normally doing things. There was a lot of, you know, you had a lot of mental stress, you had a lot of things going on, and it was proven time and again that those people out there, those adults that had a dog in the house or had a pet in the house did substantially better mentally, physically, just keeping their head in the game during the whole quarantine and pandemic than those who didn't. And they do so much for us, these wonderful pets of ours, and oftentimes, you know, we feel like we wish we could do more for them and show them how special they are. And you've just dropped that opportunity right in their lap, which is total fun. So not only do you have, you know, the doggy treats that you talked about, but share some other, you've got some great creative ideas. Your website's fantastic. Just these creative ideas for just some unusual activities with your dogs that we never even thought about doing before, but they will absolutely love.
Oh, you're so right. It's scientifically proven that they help reduce your blood pressure, and they calm you mentally and physically, and they bring so much joy to us. So we just want to reciprocate. So there's so many fun things that you can do. I have picnics with my dogs. We also do arts and crafts, and a lot of times we donate the crafts that we make because we have a lot of trial and error, and we donate those to therapy dogs and local charities. So lots of fun stuff on my website and fun ideas. So just spending time with your dog is always going to benefit you in so many ways, and why not give them something back in return, right?
Oh, that's a total fact. That's a complete and total fact. Melinda, I knew the time would fly. Give us that website one more time if you would.
Oh, my website is ilovepetcakes.com, or you can find our things on Amazon as well.
Outstanding. This has been so much fun. Please give your beautiful dog a big hug from all of us. Thank you again for the wonderful treats. They are a huge hit. And please join us again when you can. You got an open mic anytime.